If you are full of yourself, you cannot be filled with the Spirit, or anything else for that matter. It's kind of a spiritual physics. If you are full of yourself, all you can have inside of you is that. And another sort of interesting conflict, perhaps paradox, is that you can't push individualism or the empowerment of the individual without eventually becoming anti-human. Which seems paradoxical because pro-individuality means to be pro-you, and you are a human, therefore being pro-you would mean being pro-human. But actually, if you push individuality to its limit, here, let me empower you. You get used to that. Let me empower you a little more. You get used to that. Let me empower you a little more. Eventually, where that takes you is at a place where you seek the disempowerment of others. You may not be able to see it right now, but follow that path long enough and you'll see how that naturally plays itself out. And I realize, I think this is a striking at the nerve of why I live in a state, or why I have been living in a state of inner conflict. Because I've been pro-individual and pro-humanity. And it turns out you can't have both. You can't have both. At least not if you push each to their limit. It's almost like you can only have both if you have a balance of each. It's the only way. It's the only way to have a pro-individual and a pro-human philosophy coexisting with each other, is if you have a little bit of each. But push each one of those to their limit, and the other one gets canceled out. It's counterintuitive, but I think it's true. And so it goes back to that saying, be less impressed, be more involved, from Matthew McConaughey. I love that saying, that phrase. It captures so much. And it also touches on something else, which is a kind of sick voyeurism that has emerged, which is not so much individualism, but voyeurism is kind of like this. It's an uninvolved individualism. It's a individualism from a distance. It's a ghost-like individualism. And there's so much of that today. People just gawking at others and the world. And not really being a part of it. Not really being a part of either this. It's almost like you're better off being a part of the problem, you know, than simply standing back and watching the problems and the solutions play themselves out, you know. At least get involved with something. Be a part of something. So, brief thought, but I think a pretty profound one. Let me know what you think.